Hello. Ah, oopsie. Se me olvidó el intro. Ok, aquí vamos. 3 seconds. That's all I have to catch your attention and hope you stay. The problem? I don't know how to do that. Well, hello and welcome to Late Night with Sarah. I'm your host, Sarah, and this is my late night show. Today, I have a very exciting episode because if there is something I love, if there is something that is my entire personality, is the holidays. It's Christmas time. It's the time that Jesus was born. Allegedly, we don't know that for a fact, but I will celebrate anyways. Um, so today we're gonna be talking about how to slay the holiday season. If there is something about the holidays I love, is the party, is the food, is just the holiday vibes. But if there is something I'm not a fan of, is unfortunately seasonal depression. And winter makes me very depressed to the point that is not good for my mental health or my well-being. So I want to give you a couple tips and tricks and just chat around the holiday season and how to make the most out of it because it's a beautiful time. Even if you don't have snow, it's a beautiful time. Even if you do have snow and have a terrible winter, we really can't control the outside world. We can control though is how to respond to it. So, making the most out of what we have. So if you got lemons, better make a lemon pie. If you're watching on YouTube, you may notice I got a haircut. Thank you. Thank you. I know it's been way, way long overdue. I haven't cut my hair, I want to say, probably over a year by now. Yes, yeah, definitely a year. Just because it's hard for me to find someone that knows how to cut my type of hair in a way that I would like. So I found one. It was quite expensive, not gonna lie, but it was definitely worth it. They used incredible products. The girl was very knowledgeable. She did exactly what I wanted. And I have like pretty long hair. I do have a lot of hair, which can be annoying sometimes. So I just ask her to lower the volume, keep the length. It's kind of like a 90s type of style. In my hair, I have bangs, which I'm excited. I haven't had bangs since North Carolina, so I like this. I'm very much liking this. And this is first way to slay the holidays is go and get a haircut. Doesn't have to be an expensive one. You can definitely go to Supercuts and get a $25 haircut. Like, obviously, it's not gonna be fancy or anything, but I don't know. I feel that haircuts mark like the beginning of a new season, of a new era. So, if you can get some type of money and go and get a haircut, I definitely recommend it. And by this type of, seasonal winter vibes, it is nice to, be a little bit refreshed and just get something new. And I feel that with hair, like at least a haircut, I don't know, like hair grows back. So it's easy to maintain, it's easy to just fix if it goes wrong. But if you like color your hair, definitely go for that. I feel that like a new hair color works as fun as well. And it's just like having fun with your hair. I feel like, I don't know, we are sometimes, at least I'm talking for myself, definitely. I know people. Um, I'm very scared of my hair, like touching it and doing stuff to it, like even styling it. I try to do the most natural stuff just because I don't want to damage it. Um, so for me, this is like huge, definitely. And I'm so excited now for Thanksgiving, Christmas, the whole vibes. Like you can see, I'm happy. I'm glowing. I'm ready to not have seasonal depression and fight back the winter vibes because winter and I are not best friends. I'm not a fan of winter fashion per se. Not a fan of getting dark at 4 p.m. I'm not a fan of rain, a lot of rain. At least in Florida, we don't get snow, but we definitely get a lot of rain. Like right now, my outside, it's insane. And I do like the snow. I don't like cold weather. I get very sick. So there's a lot working against me during this season. So I put out a list to help myself and help you how to, fight this together, basically. So let's call it like the ultimate winter guide. I want to put 101 somewhere. The ultimate winter guide to fight back seasonal depression 101. That's gonna be the title of this podcast. That's so silly. But it's me. I'm silly and it's like that. It works like that. Um, okay, so get a haircut so you're all ready and prepared. And then next step is budgeting for the holidays. Because even though I ask you to spend money, I want you to be mindful with that. If there is something we know is that when we get depressed, when we get bored, we do a lot of shopping that is not necessary. And there is so many sales with Christmas and Black Friday, even Thanksgiving. I feel like Black Friday already started and it's like 2 weeks away. So definitely try to be mindful of your budget. If you can do like a budget sheet on Google, there are so many templates that you can find on Canva, on Google Sheets. Even you can buy ones in Etsy. I created my own just because for my work I do analytics, so it's easy for me to create a budget sheet. But I know a lot of people are just not that knowledgeable creating sheets like that. But there is a lot of free templates online. I can even put my template for free, like make a public template that you can use, and it's so much better. You're gonna feel so much better when the holidays end and you look at your bank account. Because you know that everything was taken care of, you save your coin, and also everybody was happy, you were happy spending money. So definitely budget is very important. For this, what I recommend is to organize. I love like an organizational sheet. So let's say you get paid, right? The first thing you're gonna do is that you're gonna put aside everything that you have to pay. So what I do, I get paid weekly for my job, and then I just divide by 4 all of my fixed expenses. So my rent, my car, my insurance, all of the not fun stuff. Once I do that, I I get paid. I just put that percentage aside to make the payments to all of my stuff, and whatever I have left over, I break it down by percentages on how much of the leftover I want to put towards my saving, towards my payment of my credit cards, because I have a few and I do use them more than I should. Obviously, in my tracker, I do know how much I'm using on my credit cards in total. So you're supposed to use 30% or less so it doesn't hurt your credit score, but it helps you grow it. I know we're getting very deep into finance after talking about a haircut, but that's the best way. Like once you start tracking and make it a habit, jeez, and make it a habit, it's gonna become easier. And if you start the new year with that habit already built in, it's gonna help you so much for the new year to be able to save, to grow your money, and just like be more mindful. Because I feel that like even though money is not something that people are comfortable talking about, I feel that it's kind of stupid to not do it because we all use it. it we need it. It's a tool. It's a tool that we use literally every single day. So if you are resourceful, you are knowledgeable about how to use that tool, that's how you can, overcome all of the obstacles that you may have. So I'm shopping a lot, but I'm also keeping it under my budgeting. So once I take like about I want to say right now I'm doing like 20% of my leftovers to pay towards my credit card debt. And then I save like 25% of my leftovers, put it back into my savings account. And what I do is that for the gifts for Christmas, I make a list of all of the people I'm gonna give gifts to. And then I just start buying with the sales that we have going on for Black Friday and Thanksgiving and all of the other sales that are moving forward. So I take money from my savings account to pay for those gifts. So I know they will be good gifts. I'm not spending what I would imagine to be my money, it's just my savings money. And then I will not have any debt. At the end of the holidays, everything is paid off. How wonderful! How wonderful is that? So that takes us to the next one, which is very much fancies and not financial advice. The next one is giving meaningful holiday gifts. So I know that we're gonna be seeing a lot of gift guides on Instagram, on TikTok, all of the social media places. And I feel that like most of the gift guides are really good for a start off point, or even for people that like, they don't require that much of, how do I put this? Like it will be an easy gift. Like what I will give to my mom is not the same as to what I will give to my best friend. Um I love my mom, but she doesn't live in the same country as me, so I cannot give her like something meaningful. But my best friend has been with me this entire past year, and she has helped me so much, so I want to make it meaningful. So for that, I have a couple ideas for meaningful, cool gift that you're not gonna see on the gift guides because they're not technically material stuff. Like some of them are, but like these are cool gifts. And it's not something that I will definitely have affiliate links for, so you know that these are like for real, for real. So I am definitely gonna create the gift guides on Instagram, Late Night with Sarah, where you're gonna be able to see, like the traditional gifts that you will see on those type of gift guides. But these are just exclusive for the pod. I cannot even link some of them. So the first one we have is concert with a meet and greet. Bestie, let me tell you, if there's a gift that I have not forgotten in the past 20 years, is my very first concert. My dad took me and my sister to the Jonas Brothers concert and gave us meet and greet passes to meet the Jonas Brothers. Here is a picture for those watching on YouTube. It will be up in our Instagram at Late Night with Sarah Pod. I was like 9 years old. I was very, very young. I think that was 2009, 2008, maybe. I was pretty small. Oh, so no, I wasn't 9. I was like probably 10 or 11. Um, so we met them. It was incredible. It was so much fun. Oh my goodness. What I was saying, it was so much fun. I met them. I have the pictures. I will never forget it. Like that was the best concert. And since then, I've seen the Jonas Brothers like, I don't know, 5, 6 times after that. Like only this year I saw them twice. No, this year I saw them 3 times. One in Miami, twice in Orlando. And then I actually went to an after party for the first concert in Miami for the Formula One, where Joe Jonas was DJing. So I saw him like right in front of me because like, the DJ booth was like right there. So that is like those kind of gifts that you will never forget. And if you're a parent, or if you're a bigger brother, bigger sister, I feel that that's like so cute to take your little ones to that kind of stuff because it creates a part of their personality. It creates a core memory that they will never forget. So hand in hand with that, if obviously a meet and greet is too expensive. It doesn't have to be for like a big artist. Like my dad was lucky because he worked in like, has some connections and went out, so it wasn't like a crazy thing. And it wasn't even in the States, it was in my country. So it was a whole different thing. I know that the meet and greets here in the States are quite expensive. But that's why it's so meaningful. Like, it doesn't have to be a big artist like Taylor Swift or something like that. It can be a niche artist. Like, right now, I'm obsessed with Isla Vista Worship, which is like a indie alternative Christian band that is based in California. Like, if one day I get to see them in real life, I will be delighted for life because I've been obsessed with them since, I don't know, like since I was in college. So probably like it's been 5 years by now. So, like finding what these people listen that it may be like niche and very like a special to them, and find a concert to take them to. It's better if it's a smaller concert because like you get involved with this whole experience. So definitely top of the list if you have the means to do that. And then the second idea that I had is hand in hand with a concert is to do a meaningful trip. So it can be a staycation in your same city, but just the fact that you're staying at a hotel and doing like the most touristy stuff that you can find at your city is so much fun. Like, I have gone to so many places within the states. Like, I've been to Tennessee, North Carolina, Chicago, New York, many cities in Florida, because Florida is huge. All of the beaches, basically, at this point. And each one of them holds such a special place in my heart because you create so many memories. And most of them were on a really, really, really tight budget. Like the time that I went to Chicago, we bought the tickets way ahead of time. I stayed with my aunt. So, like, there is ways to save money while doing these trips. And if you think about it, let's say that you have very, very tight budget, right? Because I don't want to make you feel bad or anything, and you're thinking like, oh, I would love to go to this city or whatever, but I don't have, like, I just can't save very, very little, day over day, week over week. Every time you get paid $20, $10, trust me, like once you do that, and at the end of the couple months, like 3 or 4 months, you will notice that once you do that, it's gonna add up. Like at the end of the year, you're gonna be able to see like, damn, I have $100, $200, and you can use that money to get the trip. And if you have to be a dual gift, make it a dual gift. Like, who cares if it's a birthday and Christmas gift together? Not only you save, but also it's the moment where you give that travel to someone. They're gonna be like, oh my god, that's so exciting, and like all of the prepping before the trip. And then when you get to the place and you create all of these memories being there, like, it's so special. I love traveling. I don't say that just because I work for a travel company. I always love travel. It's like the best gift. And actually, as a matter of fact, in South America, I want to say, yeah, yeah, most of South America. I apologize for my puppy. She will not stop barking. In South America, you have two options for your 15-year birthday party. So, like the Sweet 16, we do the 15. And it's so fun. Okay. We do the 15 instead of the 16. And it's so funny because you do have two options. You either get a trip or get a big party. I did a trip, my sister did a trip, and like just traveling with my dad for my 15-year birthday party, like it was it was incredible. I got to see Miami, I got to see, and we're back at it. I'm so sorry, my storage ran out and my dog started barking way more. I started coughing. Hot mess. So, we're back. Where were we? Oh yeah, the trips. So amazing gift idea is doing a trip for your special one. Like, It can be a partner, it can be to your parents. I think that parent will love to do a trip with you. It can be to your child if you have one. Um, little siblings. That that bond, like that sibling bond, if you have like, I think it's even more crazy when you have like more than 5 years apart because you didn't really like grew up together like that. I feel that like going on a trip can create such a strong and beautiful bond. So doing a trip, recommended. Going to a concert, recommended. Like those kind of experiences are so much fun. Then I have very specific one. Starbucks hot chocolate. You're like, what? We're going from a concert to a trip to a Starbucks hot chocolate? Yes. I love Starbucks hot chocolate. Starbucks should sponsor me by now because I've been living at a Starbucks since basically my entire life, since I got to the States and discovered Starbucks. I the very first drink I ever had was a hot chocolate. I was hooked since then. So it's been 10 years of our relationship together. And they sell, it has to be on the gold um container. It's like gold and circular container with hot chocolate inside. And it's literally just a hot chocolate. It cannot be like the little ones that sell in a box. It has to be on the gold container. I don't know if it's just for Christmas time because I haven't seen it out yet. And I saw it last year. So maybe it's a Christmas thing. If it is, get it. Give it to anybody. Anybody will love that gift. Who doesn't like hot chocolate? And who will hate Starbucks hot chocolate? Nobody. So you're welcome for that. If you want, I'm gonna try to link it on probably my Amazon store. I feel that Amazon will sell it. If not, definitely Target. Maybe. I haven't seen it on Target and I've been searching for it because mine is finished and I have no hot chocolate. How can I have no hot chocolate for the holidays? Mm-mm. Not approved. So that's another idea. Then we have, ooh, I love this one. We have books, notebooks, and coloring books. Three different types of books and paper. The books recommendations. That one is a tricky one, just because like unless you know the kind of books people like to read, like the genre or anything else, it's a great idea if you buy the book itself. But what you can do is either give them like an Audible subscription, a Kindle where they can download their books, or even just a gift card for Barnes and Nobles. Like it may seem uninspired to give something like that, but if you're someone that reads, that's something that you will love because you will use it. It's not like, oh, it was just a gift card. Oh, it was an Audible subscription. Like, no, they're gonna be like, oh my god, all of these books that I've been wanting to buy and read or listen to, now I can do that. So do it that way because I feel it's a very safe way to do it, and you don't take the risk of just giving a book that may not be the greatest and latest, for the person. I feel that books and music are so personal that it can go wrong, So do that because those are pretty fun, I feel like, and pretty unique. I don't see many people talking about that kind of stuff. In notebooks, everybody uses a notebook. Even if they say they don't, they will use a freaking notebook. And Amazon sells these beautiful notebooks that are kind of like Van Gogh paintings on them. I love them so much. Even just for display, just for the fancies, for journaling, for manifesting, for anything. I write so much everywhere. Like I have so many books and notebooks for very specific items that it will not go to waste unless it's someone that really like is not connected to their creativity. I guess I don't know. You don't have to be creative to write. I don't know. I feel that notebooks are like if it's beautiful, it's meaningful, it has a purpose for it. it can be a cool gift. If it's just literally a plain notebook, that maybe it's not the best, but like you know what I'm going for. Come on now. And then the coloring books. I don't know about you guys, but I've been seeing this. It's a TikToker. It's just one account, but I see all of their videos where this person, because I don't know who it is just like coloring time, and it's so nice. Like, I wish I could do that. Like, I don't see myself going out of my way to buy a coloring book and buying colors and the whole shagas. But like, if someone were to give that to me, I would really appreciate it because I can color instead of play around with my stuff, my iPad, my phone. I can just color whenever I'm anxious. Like, it's such a cute gift. I have given it to my little siblings so many times, and I will give it to my sister this year. And she's pretty grown up, so I don't know. I feel that it can be a cute idea, like even for a dad. Imagine if you give to your dad a coloring book. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a cute idea. Then we have for those that are given notebooks or coloring books. Obviously, you have to give. I really hope I'm recording right now. Oh, I am. Okay. I keep getting calls. Jeez, this is like a chaotic episode, to say the least. My God. If you're given a notebook, you have to give it with a very fancy pen because nothing gets you more excited to use the notebook than having a beautiful pen. Like, this is a pretty common gift in South America, but it's not a common gift in the States, which I find very interesting. I have never seen people giving as a gift a pen, like a fancy one, like a Mont Blanc, or the ones that I'm talking about that came with a case that are like super luxurious. Like, that is such a cool gift. Maybe I'm getting older, I don't know, but I write. I guess I said it so many times. Maybe this is just a wish list for me. If you're listening, send me a fancy pen because I do love my pens. And if you're given the notebook with it, it's just like the perfect little package. And for the coloring books, you have to buy the coloring pens. It makes no sense if you're not gonna do that. That would be kind of silly of your part. So don't be silly and get the color pens too. Then in that realm of packaged goods for a gift, nothing better than a night in spa kit. What am I saying is that you collect different things for a very chill night routine, like face mask, those little like headbands to not get your hair wet, the little like wrist things that you put like, on your wrist so you don't get wet. Like, there is so many like cool gadgets and creams and stuff that you can create like a care package almost, and you can give that to your mother-in-law. Your in-laws are perfect for this type of gift. Parents too. I feel that like grown, maybe aunt, sibling. I don't know who you're giving your gift to, but like, it's such an amazing gift. Like, I have received those. I love them because I use all of that kind of stuff, and I give them as well, and people really like them because I'm not just buying like those that are pre-made, like the sets that they sell at Sephora. I'm actually choosing like this cream with this headband with, like, you are creating it yourself, and it gives like a lot of more meaning. So that is a kind of amazing idea for a gift. And then for boys, it's always difficult for me to find something. Mostly like my dad is easy because I literally just give him shirts all the time. He never has clothes. All of his clothes has been gifted by me. But my husband, it's really hard. It's really difficult. I don't know why, but I think like you have to see like what are their hobbies, if they have any. I feel that men don't even have hobbies anymore. Um, Maybe try to find like what is their interest, what are they talking about with the boys. Like, there is like some couple items like I know there's like this new Apple Watch that like all of the guys are talking about because like you can get lost and the Apple Watch will not get lost. I know. I heard them a lot talking about that. So like that could be a cool gift. I feel that like something technological is always a good way to go because they use that kind of stuff. Don't come to me for men advice. Men advice, yeah. Men gift advice. Not on me. I'll put a poll on Instagram, and if any man is interested in sharing their thoughts, feel free. Add it in there. Definitely need the help. So I'm sorry to you. But those are the gifts that we have so far. And then another way to slay the holidays is to stay on track. I know we always talk about New Year, New Me, doing healthy, going active stuff. And it's not always the timing that's keeping you back. It can be also be the routines. And I feel that having a very steady routine can really help you be on track, can help you, get to your goals. And when it comes to health and wellness, I have so many good friends of mine that are personal trainers, nutritionists. Even my mom is a nutritionist. So I had quite an experience with that kind of stuff. And what I can say is that once you create your routine, you actually like sit down and say, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I'm eating this, and that. Um, Creating a meal plan, meal prepping every Sunday, every Monday night. I'm gonna be working out Monday through Wednesday and going on a walk on Thursday. Like having a plan for the week. Having a plan for the week is what's gonna help you stay on track. Because you know what you're gonna do each day. You know you already have everything prepared. That's why meal prepping is so important because I'm very lazy. Like if it was up to me, I will have for breakfast a smoothie, for lunch a sandwich. Like don't imagine a fancy sandwich. I'm talking about like a ham and cheese bread sandwich. That's it. And then for dinner, cereal with milk. That will be literally my everyday life. But I want to be healthy. I enjoy being healthy as I'm literally dying right now. But I do try to be healthy. And to be successful at it, what I do is that I meal prep. I buy every week whatever I'm gonna need for the week, like my recipes, my like whatever I'm gonna cook, and then I just prepare everything at once because then it's a matter of just hitting it up and eating it. I work at an office. I'm busy during the week, so I don't have the time to be cooking all day. I really don't have the time to do it. So I either meal prep like Monday through Wednesday, like the food, or I will prepare the night before what I'm gonna eat the next day. That also helps me if I'm not feeling even like meal prepping because I'm lazy. I am very lazy. I work a lot. So, like the less I can think about it, the better. And that's really something that has helped me a lot to stay on track. And something to keep in mind is that the more you eat at home, the more control you have over the quality of the ingredients, the quality of what you're eating. And then when you eat out, you don't feel as bad because, like, physically, I'm talking about, like, you wouldn't feel bloated, you wouldn't feel nauseous because you obviously not using the same oils, the same salt that all of these other places are using, even if they are a healthy place. Like just eat at home the most you can. Let's say one day I really don't want to have a salad. It's fine. Eat a sandwich. Eat something else. But like as long as it's prepared, as long as you plan for it, that's what's gonna help you. That's what's really gonna help you stay on track. And during the holidays, it's very easy to go out, to eat at your parents' house, to just eat a ton of shit. you know? And if you stay on track the most you can, at least you won't feel as bad. Like you won't feel sick if you're eating out whenever you are. So try to keep that in mind. Creating a plan, meal prepping, and for staying active, what I would recommend is to do fun activities and exercises. So you can go on a walk by, I don't know, your town center, your downtown area, go for a walk by the lake. Nature is so healing. Like if you're gonna walk and there is nature around it, like you're gonna feel so so good with yourself afterwards, even if it's just 20 minutes. You ump it up to 30. Last thing you know, you're walking for an hour where you even didn't think it was possible to do that. So definitely recommend doing that. If you like to work out at home, do like a dance class. There's so many dance YouTube videos, and it's just like keeping it dynamic. Like, book it ahead of time if you're going to a studio. Plan your week on what you're gonna do the next 3 4 days as a workout, and stick to it. Like, actually push yourself. Drink a coffee, drink a energy drink beforehand, just for funsies. If you never done it, like, be careful, but like, just do it for the funds, for the plot. Do it for the plot. That's the thing I always say. And then you can do Pilates. There's so many like fun activities, so you just don't rot inside of your house. Like, at least for me, when it's raining outside, I love walking. I will walk for like 5 6 miles, no issue. I love walking outside. And working out inside is a struggle for me. So what I did is that I downloaded this app that is called the Pilates class. That's literally the name of the app. And it tells me what to do each day. I love it because I just follow whatever it tells me. I don't even have to think about it. And all of the instructors are very much my vibe. They're very chill. They really want you to like do the best you can, but don't like kill yourself in the process. And that's definitely my vibe. I don't like hard workouts. I really don't. And I try to stay active the most I can. And that's the only way I can do it. So it's just like a matter of finding ways to do it. If you really want to do it, don't wait until the night, until the new year. Do it now. If you do it now, when you start planning for New Year's, you will have those habits because those are habits. That's not something that happens overnight. Once you have those habits develop, you're gonna be like, oh my God, I'm gonna reach my goals because I'm already working on this. It's gonna be so much easier on you. And you just slide into that. So definitely recommend having a plan and just doing it that way is gonna help you so so much. I'm sorry for all of the noises I'm making today. Please, like, be patient with me. I'm just so sick. Honestly, I didn't notice it now that I'm talking for an hour. I'm like, oh my God, like, I cannot even breathe. And then for the last point, it's in regards to budgeting. I just forgot to mention it. Lol. Is what is worth the splurge and what's not. I would definitely divide this into categories. If it's a material thing that it's a little bit outside of your budgeting, I would say, is this something that is helpful, useful for me in the next 3 years, in the next year, even? Why I say that is because I love fashion. And there is a lot of items that I would love to buy. I would love to get my hands on. But being realistic, I wouldn't use or wear a pair of very nice heels all the time. I will wear them maybe once, twice. So that stops me from buying them because like it's not worth it. If it's something like, I don't know, I really like this jacket, but it's very expensive, but like it's something, I live in a cold weather climate and it's expensive, but like I love it. Get it. You live in a cold place. You're gonna use it and you're gonna make the most out of it. But if you live in the beach and you really like a leather jacket because it's trendy, it may be good quality. It may be amazing jacket. But babes, you live in the beach. It's hot. Don't buy it. Get a dupe. Get a I don't know if I'll say get a knockoff, but like get a dupe, try to find or thrift it and just get it in a more affordable way. And I say that because someone who loves fashion loves to get new stuff. Overconsumption right here. It's just not logical. That's the word. You have to be logical about it. And I know like buying the whole process is an emotional process. This is scientifically proven. Coming as a marketing major, the whole buying process is an emotional, psychological process. We don't market to people to be like, oh, this is functional for you. It's like, oh, this is gonna make your life so much happier, so much peaceful. You have to decide that yourself. People are gonna tell you whatever they want. You decide that on yourself. So that's a good way to find if it's worth the splurge or not. And a couple of things I would say are worth it is experiences because those are once in a lifetime. And the time that you have now, you're not gonna get it back. The food depends. If you're a good cook, maybe you can recreate the dish at home. If not, go for it. It's just food. I love food. I'm not a good cook. So like I had to go for it. So that's my bad advice. If it's for food related items, go for it. Um so yeah, that's a good way to close in this episode. We love the holidays and the most you romanticize this whole season and make all of the little things that you love, baking, watching movies, staying active, healthy. That's gonna make you enjoy the season and not focus so much on it's raining, it's dark, I may be alone. Like there's so much that comes into the holidays that would affect your mental health. But if you focus on yourself, on getting better, on doing things that are just gonna light you up, like giving, the fact that you can be generous, that you are blessed to be a blessing, like that's such a beautiful gift that we have as people. So making the most out of that, finding amazing gift for your friends and family is gonna fulfill you so much more. um Staying healthy, working out is gonna make you naturally happier because you have all of this serotonin. And then being very mindful with your budget because holiday season, it's a matter of shopping, but if you do it in a mindful, intelligent way, doesn't have to be stressful. It doesn't have to be a hassle. It's gonna be a pleasure to buy for you. That's what I think all the time. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have for today. Follow us on a Late Night with Sarah for Outfit Inspo, Late Night with Sarah Pod for everything related to the podcast. I mostly link all of the stuff that we talk about, and I have like a Google Doc where I kind of have like a loose, item. So what we went over today, so you can reference that back if you need to. Um, Rate this podcast. Please don't give me a bad rating because I'm sick. I would appreciate that. um, it's really not on me. It's on the weather. I do not like the freaking rain. It's making me sick. So don't give me a bad review. Give me a good one. I would appreciate that, and it's for free. I'm see you. I'll see you. So give me a rating, and yeah, that's pretty much what I have for today. And I'll see you next Sunday. Bye. I know I should set up a bye that is like holiday focus. Navidad, Navidad, bye 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 bye. Woo!